If you are running a shipping company and you want your clients to be able to track their shipment, this video is for you, because in it I'll be showing you how you can add shipment tracking to your website. I already have the website on which I want to add my shipment tracking feature. So as a client, if I click on track item or track shipping, they will all take me to the same page. From here, I can enter in my tracking number, then I click on track results. And this is what the client will see depending upon the status of the shipment. So this is exactly what I will be showing you how to create in this tutorial. To do that, we are going to install a plugin. To install the plugin, I go to the back end of my website. Then I go over to plugins, click on add plugin. Under search plugins, I search for WPCargo. And this is the plugin we are going to use, WPCargo Track and Trace. I click on install now. It is installed. I go ahead and activate. The plugin is installed and activated successfully. And you see two additional menus at the WordPress admin menu. That is shipment and cargo. Before we start adding shipment, let's go ahead and set up the WPCargo plugin. To do that, I just hover on it, then I click on General Settings. Under General Settings, you can add the type of shipment you are offering. So this is where you want to add the various services you offer. So I'm just going to go ahead and maintain what I have on my website. So here, instead of air freight, I'll say standard shipping. Then international shipping, I have it on my website. And then I take off this and add freight and logistics. Next is add shipment mode. In here there's sea transport, land shipping, and then air freight. Take note, you can add as many as you want by separating them with comma. I'll just maintain this. Going down is shipment location. So this is where you want to add the particular countries you are shipping to. And take note, all the countries are being separated with commas. If you are shipping to some selected few countries, you can go ahead and take off everything. Then you go ahead and enter the various countries. For this, I will just assume I'm shipping to all countries. So I leave it as it is. Next is add shipment carrier. So I have DHL, USPS, and then FedEx. If I'm not using any of these shipment services, I can add in my own. And I can say Dikupages shipping, something like that. So I'll just leave the rest, but I'll add my own like this. Going down, add shipment payment mode. So I have cash, check, and then bags. Maybe I want to remove this and add wire transfer. And then add shipment status. So I have pending, picked up, on hold, and up to the end. You can change them as you want. In here, I'm going to go ahead and add my logo. So I click on add logo, and this is the logo I want to use. I click on select, and it is added right here. If you want to use barcode, you can display it here. If you don't want it, you can just toggle this off. I'll just enable it for now. Next is track page settings. So this is where you want to choose a page where you want users to be tracking their shipment. For this, I'll use track. By default, this page has been added as a result of installing the WPCargo plugin. Going down to shipment number prefix. So if I leave WPC and then dash cargo, what this means is that I'll be giving some digits as the shipment number, and the prefix will be WPC, the number will follow, and then the suffix will be dash cargo. Take note, you can change this to meet your business needs. For instance, if I want to use my name, I will say DS. So this is Diku shipping. And maybe the shipment suffix, I don't need it, so I can take it off. It should be noted that you can also decide to take off the prefix. Next is the shipment number of digits. 12 is the default, but the minimum number of digits you can use is 4. For this, I'll make it 10. Going down, if you are using tax, you can go ahead and specify the percentage here. I'm not going to use tax, so I take it off. Going down, we also have shipment history settings. You can choose to display shipment history in invoice, as well as enable user time zone. I'll go ahead and enable this. Next, we have allow rules to update shipment history. So as an administrator of the website, you'll be allowed to do that. You may decide to have WPCargo agent, employee, and client, and you may want them to update this. If you want to limit the usage of the website to the administrator, you don't need to select any of this. Going down to assign shipment email settings, you can go ahead and disable emails for the employee, agent, and client. For this, I'll just leave them as they are, then I click on save changes. Okay, I need to add something under font size. I'll go ahead and make it 12. Going down, I click on save changes. Next, let's go over to client email settings. This is where you want to customize the emails clients will be receiving. So if you want to activate client email notification, you need to make sure that this is enabled. Next is select shipment status to send email notification. So if the shipment is pending, you can select this. If it is out for delivery, if it is cancelled, and the rest of them. So I'm going to go ahead and select all. So if any of this status is changing, the client will be receiving an email with regards to that. Going down, domain email. This is where you want to enter the email coming from your domain name. If you don't enter it, the default will be the email address you use to set up WordPress. For now, I'll leave the default. Next is mail to. I will leave the default. Going down, the subject is going to be shipment notification, and then the tracking number will be added as part of the subject. And here you can also customize the message content. So whatever you want your users to see, you can go ahead and enter them here. So here it will be dear name of shipper, and then we are pleased to inform you that your shipment has now cleared custom and is now, then the status will be added here by default. That is when you use any of these status. Going down, so you can customize the email as you want. Even the footer text, you can go ahead and customize them as you wish. I'll leave the default, then I click on save changes. It is saved, then I go over to admin email settings. Here you don't really need to do much. So since you are the administrator, you don't really need the notification for any of these statuses. So I'll just leave the default. I'm not really going to do anything here, but the choice is yours. Whatever you want to do will depend upon your business requirements. So now we are done setting up our WPCargo plugin. Next, let's see how we can add shipment. To do that, I go over to shipment, then I click on add new shipment. The moment it opens, you'll be given the shipment code. That is the tracking code. You see that I entered DS as Diku shipping. And then the following are the 10 digits I selected. Perfect. So here you want to enter the shipment details by starting with the shipper details and then receiver details. Next is shipment details. So all this you need to fill them. After that, you want to make sure you enter the date on which the status is happening. If you have remarks, you can go ahead and add. You can also decide to add featured image for the shipment, which is not really mandatory. So I'm going to pause the video and enter the details and get back to you. Alright, I've entered the details. Then I go ahead and publish. So this is how it will look like. Now if I go to all shipments, I'll see the tracking number and the rest of the details, and it is set to pending. If there's the need to send an invoice, you can send it from here, even the way bill. So I've opened them in new tabs. So this is the invoice. This is how it will look like. You can even print the results. And this is the way bill, as you can see. Perfect. I'll exit them for now. Now I'm going to see how the user can track the shipment. So if I go to pages, I'll open it in a new tab. Then I go over to track. I have this page. I'll just click on view. And this is how it will look like. Now if I copy the tracking code, then I paste it in here, click on track results. It will give me all the details about the shipment. So the name of the shipper, the receiver, shipment status, and it is set to pending. So every information about the shipment is here, as you can see. So now if I go back to the shipment, and try to edit it. Maybe I want to change it from pending to maybe out for delivery. Then I click on update. If I go back here, then I just click on track results again, going down. So it's now set to out for delivery, and this is cool. Now if I scroll down to the bottom, you see that I have shipment history. So the very first one was set to pending, and now it is set to out for delivery, and you see the differences in the time. Perfect. So now let's see how we can add the shipment tracking form to the front end of our website so that users can have access to it. So since I'm here, I'll just go ahead and copy the link. Then I go to the front end of my website. I want to add it to this button. So what I do is click on edit with Elementor. From here, I select the button, and this way I paste in the link. Then I click on publish. I can view the page, exit from here. Now if users click on the link here or the button, it will take them to the tracking page. If I go back, let's see how we can add it to this button. So I click on customize. I hover on the button, click on the pencil icon. Then I go ahead and paste in the link. Click on publish. It is published. I exit from here. So apart from this button on the hero section or on the home page, users can also use this button to track their shipments. Perfect. So that's it on how you can add a shipment tracking to your shipping website. In the meantime, if you want to learn how to design the complete website, stick around to watch this video on your screen right now. Keep watching, and I'll see you in that video.